remember that time I uploaded consistently? Haha, yeah. So anyhow, just to get it out of the way, sorry for the lack of uploads over the last month. I had a lot of things going on in my life, so I hope you all just understand. But all that matters now is that I'm back, and conveniently just in time for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee's release, which is about 2 weeks away. And with that release date coming up very, very soon, my mind has been racing even more than normal, as there are so many things I want to talk about regarding these games. That's why today I decided I wanted to make a video giving you guys 5 reasons why everyone needs to buy the newest Pokemon titles, of course being Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the different things that make these games so appealing to me, and in some areas that'll also include things that these games will help bring to the future of the series. And if there are any things that you feel are an absolute selling point, definitely share that with us in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And with that being said, let's get started. So first off, we have to get one of the more obvious ones out of the way, and that is the fact that these are the first pair of Pokemon games on the Switch. Honestly, I feel a large amount of people that are excited for these games are solely for this reason alone, and I can't really blame anyone for feeling that way because it is really exciting to think about. I mean, it's our first mainline Pokemon games on the portable and home console hybrid. A lot of us never really thought this day would come, and it really feels a bit unreal, to be honest. And naturally, being on a more powerful console comes with some obvious benefits. The most notable, of course, being the graphics. Now don't get me wrong, graphics and resolution don't make a game good. I mean, the 3DS maxes out at 240p, which is below standard definition. And those games, especially the Generation 7 games, looked fantastic, but only for the machine that they were on. Now with it being on a console capable of 720p on the go and 1080p on the big screen, there's a lot more that they can do with the series. Aside from the obvious improvements to the texture and lighting, we can also have much more going on the screen as well. From Pokemon being able to follow us again, the accurate scaling of every single Pokemon, and the ability to have a million eggs on screen at once, in addition to that amazing music. I don't know how it'll be for the future titles, but in these games specifically feature a nice orchestral rendition of classic music in the series, something that just wasn't achievable in the past titles. These things really help create a very beautiful and alive world, something that the Pokemon series has truly needed to feel. And what's even more exciting about this is what it means for the future of the series. It's been stated that the art style has gone in a bit of a different direction for the series, most likely to ease Game Freak into getting comfortable on the Switch. But as seen with games like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Doom, and even Town, the new RPG Game Freak is working on, the Switch is clearly capable of much more. But these are still Generation 7 games, and given Game Freak's track record, I think we can all expect something even more visually impressive for the next generation of Pokemon, and that's something that everyone should be excited for. For our second reason, we have the simple fact that this will be a major nostalgia trip for many people. Fire Red and Leaf Green came out 14 years ago, with Leaf Green being one of my very first Pokemon games with lots of memories attached to it. So it's been a while since we've had another new Kanto-only experience. But as discussed in the last talking point, this is the first time we'll be having this experience on the TV. I know the community can sometimes sometimes act up and act like hipsters when it comes to Kanto, but I know deep down inside a lot of people truly love this region. But it's not just about the community, as there will be tons of people playing Pokemon again for the very first time since Red and Blue. And again, this is something many of us have dreamed of since we were little, and now those dreams are finally being realized. And I know, I get it, so many things in this franchise are centered around the first generation of Pokemon games, and I get that people might be annoyed by that. But at the end of the day, Game Freak always tries to give us a new experience in anything they give us, while still maintaining the nostalgic factors that made these games in the past so freaking good. But if you're not in it for the nostalgia, there are still plenty of positives for people that want to see something new. In fact, that may be something that gets touched on next. Now, this next reason will seemingly be a bit all over the place, but to summarize ahead of time, we're going to be talking about all of the new and returning mechanics and features. The number one thing to talk about in that regard is revamping the Pokemon formula. Again, I know reactions weren't super amazing at first when seeing how Let's Go will play, but I've been seeing many people come around as of late because of how nice the games are turning out. Sure, it would be nice if there was still wild battles, but at its core, it's still a Pokemon game, just with a little twist to help newer players get into the series, and there's nothing wrong with that. And in my opinion, it seems like it'll be a really fun take on the series. The feeling of actually getting to run into the Pokemon you want to in the wild is exciting enough on its own to me. But then just getting to sit back and throw the Pokeball myself instead of having to worry about super effective moves and getting its health down to the right amount is a really nice change of pace in my mind. It's just relaxing, no stress, just fun. If you put it that way, it doesn't seem so bad, right? But if you're not enticed now, how about these other reasons? The power of customization. Just like how it started in Generation 6, we yet again get to change up our characters to our liking with new stylish outfits and accessories. But this time around, our starters get to partake in that, as well as having their own unique hairstyles. I can only hope this will carry on into the future, as this is something that really feels like true bonding with your partner Pokemon. Still not satisfied? Well, how about the Pokeball Plus? Yes, it's $50, but you're going to be getting so much fun out of that. You can use it as a controller, have the feeling of throwing an actual Pokeball, and even take different Pokemon with you on walks and actually hear them react. That alone is worth the price to me, but it also comes with a Mew, so that's kind of an added bonus too, although I really don't like it when they do that with mythical Pokemon. But at least they fixed it with Melton. We also have some cool Go integration, which is pretty intuitive. The games replaced the Safari Zone to make room for the Go Park, which lets you bring in Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Let's Go, so you can bring some of your favorites to catch, which include Alola forms. This is tied in even further as being the only way to get Melton and his amazing, ridiculous evolution Melmetal. I've been highly considering having a Melton on my team, and I really find this kind of integration to not only be non-intrusive, but complementary to the gameplay. And even if all of that wasn't enough for you, there's still one last thing. Co-op. Yes, if you haven't been living under a rock these past few months, you can actually grab a Joy-Con and hand it to a buddy and start tag teaming everyone in Kanto. And reading that part of the script out loud, it really sounded weird, so might need to rephrase that. And if that double teaming doesn't get you excited, then I really feel bad for you because you're just not living. Wow, okay, that was even worse than the last sentence. Okay, all I'm trying to say is this is a very fun option to have, and I'm so happy that they're adding something like this into the games. Now all I need to do is find some friends, because I don't have any. I'm very lonely. Coming around to the end of the list is a bit of a shorter one, but still exciting nonetheless. In a recent interview with Junichi Masuda, he stated that if these games sell well, we could see a Let's Go take on Johto. This is really exciting news as it does so much for so many people. The biggest thing it does is set up the potential for yearly Pokemon main series games. For the last few generations, Game Freak has tended to make games for 3 years straight, then take a year off. Obviously, this leaves us anxiously waiting for the next games, especially Pokemon YouTubers. I mean, come on, it's our livelihood here, so of course we dread the break years. However, if they continue this series of games, then Pokemon fans across the world will be able to rejoice. What this also means is that the people that worry that the core series games will be impacted by Let's Go wouldn't need to worry any longer. I mean, I never really expected Game Freak to change the formula for those games, but this just reconfirms it, as there would be no point in making any Let's Go inspired alterations to the core games, as they can now coexist with each other. It makes me very excited to potentially see all of the regions done in this vein, and know that we have many more years of Pokemon adventures to come. And finally, one of the biggest reasons you should all be excited to buy Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is what we don't know. Yeah, that might sound a bit confusing, but let me explain. For the last 5 months, we've had details trickle out as it usually does with any Pokemon game. However, it's different this time around. We actually don't know a lot about these games. One could argue that not much is going to change as they are remakes, and that's true when it comes to the core of the story. However, as seen with games like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, there can definitely be additional story changes while keeping the original plot intact. And I really feel that they will be doing that here with these games as well. For starters, they've already said that Mewtwo will have a key role in the Let's Go games, which really wasn't the case before, so that's already a solid change right there. The biggest being that Red and Blue are nowhere to be found. I mean, they were the protagonists in the original, so it would be weird for them to just not exist anymore in the remake. So something tells me they'll most likely have some larger role throughout the game as well, but different from what we've seen before. And finally, again, we've just haven't seen a lot. Most of the previews over the last 5 months have just been from Viridian Forest. Sure, we've seen a bit of Pewter, Cerulean, and some of the other routes, but they haven't been fully explored in the slightest. And who knows, maybe I'm just being overly optimistic, but I feel something's being hidden from us, and if so, that makes me very happy. One of the most common complaints that I think we all have is that Game Freak spoils us and reveals everything before release. But at this rate, it really does feel like we'll have a handful of nice surprises to discover at release. And I really feel that's one of the #1 things that could get everyone excited about these games, whether you are bitter about them or were looking forward to them from the start. One can only hope, but man, I really hope I'm right about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and become an Eryizo today. If you want to check out the previous video I did, be sure to click the annotation on the left. If you want to see more Pokemon Let's Go videos, click the other annotation on the right. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.